guys, Retro here. Today I'm gonna take a look at some more of my comic books, and this episode will feature Fantastic Four comics. Now, as always, I'm not an expert on this. I had to look some of this stuff up, and I'll probably still get characters' names wrong, but this is for relaxation purposes and to get you in the mood for the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out pretty soon. Alright, let's take a look here. First up is Fantastic Four, issue number 123. And it was 20 cents back in the day. June of, I don't know what year. And it says, Fantastic Four, Marvel Comics Group, the world's greatest comic magazine. Pretty cool cover. It says, This World Enslaved, featuring the sensational Silver Surfer. So let's take a look at the cover here. You have obviously Silver Surfer there. says all new album issue. I don't know what they mean by album issue. It's kind of a weird way to refer to a comic book. And of course we see our 4 heroes here. Human Torch, the Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman. Now honestly I didn't know who all these characters were. I knew some of them like Dr. Doom, some Mariner, Silver Surfer, Galactus. I think that's a good trigger word. Silver Surfer, if I didn't say that already. So I looked up the list of characters in this issue, and I was able to kind of decipher who is who here. So I believe this is Medusa. I believe so this is Sandman. I don't remember Sandman wearing a mask like that, but apparently that's a Sandman. This is Wizard, and is this Trapster? I guess I could be wrong here. Just like piecing this stuff together. But yeah, kind of a cool cover, I guess, to tell what's going on at all. But anyways, there you go. There is issue 190. And then we have Fantastic Four issue number 192. It came out in March. Cover price 35 cents. Fantastic Four, Marvel Comics Group, world's greatest comic magazine for heroes. And let's take a look at, here it says, what starts as a car race turns into Holocaust. Lo, the screaming wind. The Torch fights alone against the most surprising supervillain of all. And then you see the other Fantastic Four broskies over here, and broskets. And there's the Human Torch caught up in some kind of twister. And some lady here, and some race car. I'm guessing she was one of the drivers. I don't know, bro. Actually, based on the list of characters, I think she's Rebecca Rainbow. Once again, could be wrong here. Pretty cool action-packed cover. You see half Human Torch engulfed in the tornado, and it looks like he was partially extinguished. So pretty cool. Action, nice motion and stuff like that in the cover. So good job there. Okay, then we have Fantastic Four number 197 from August, and it's 35 cents, or was 35 cents. The same usual information there. Got our 4 heroes. Then we see Mr. Fantastic wrapped around some villain here. And it says, "Don't look so startled, you stretching fool. The Red Ghost is back." So that's obviously the Red Ghost. And you see Mr. Fantastic is punching right through him, because he's a ghost, I guess. "Now nothing can stop me from destroying you." And it says, "At long last, the return of Reed Richards' superpowers." So I guess he lost his powers for a while, and got him back. Well, now it says 1978, by the way, so I guess it is from 78. Really cool cover. Lots of action, gives you an idea of who he's gonna fight and what kind of setting. And I believe I've heard that in the new Fantastic Four movie, John Malkovich is in it, and they think he's gonna play this character. That's what someone told me. I don't know if any of that's true. All I know is that there's a Fantastic Four movie coming out soon. That's all I really know. Okay, so yeah, cool cover. I like all the detail on the background and stuff like that. Very well done. And you see like the look of shock on his face. It's like, oh my god, I'm punching right through him. But anywho. So yeah, this is Fantastic Four, issue number 202 from January. I don't know why they switched it up here, but still only 35 cents. 1978. Got our 4 heroes over there. And it says, "See them on TV Saturday mornings on NBC." So doing a little cross promotion there, kinda featuring the overpowering evil of Quasimodo. So I'm guessing that is Quasimodo. 5. I mean, especially with Iron Man. Iron Man should be enough to take him out. I don't know, bro. I don't know anything about that character, but I mean, come on. And it says Mayhem over Manhattan. So that looks like a cool one. I like Iron Man, so maybe I'll read that one. I think this is one of the new ones I bought recently, so look forward to reading that one. Now we're gonna take a jump forward through time a little bit here. This is Fantastic Four, issue number 357 from October of, it looks like it says 1990 up there. Cover price is $1 US, 125 Canadian, and 65 pence UK. And yeah, there's a big 4 there, obviously. And it says the boys are at it again, and don't miss the shock ending of the century. The monster among us. And you see the thing, and you see the Human Torch, and it looks like they're fighting each other. But that could just be misleading, but they definitely look like they're fighting each other. Pretty cool cover. Nice, very nice artwork. Good stuff. Good expression on his face. It's like, Human Torch coming like, good stuff. The thing is like just messing stuff up, you know what I'm saying? And then there is issue number 360, and it is still the world's greatest comic magazine, and it is from, this is 1991, January. Prices have not changed, it seems. And here it says, at the mercy of Dreadface. So that's obviously Dreadface knocking. I guess that's Dreadface. Just looks like a gorilla though. And very well drawn though. You got the Human Torch over there, you got the thing over there. Pretty cool cover. 30th anniversary, the Fantastic Four, 61 to 91. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, and then we have, this is a really cool cover. This is also a recent one that I bought, but it's the world's greatest comic magazine, Fantastic Four, issue number 366 from July of 92, I think. It's kind of hard to see that, but yeah, July 92. And what have we got here? Oh, look at this, an Infinity War crossover. So they had Infinity War. Wait, is that different than Infinity Gauntlet crossover? I don't know, bro. I'll look into that. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's Mr. Fantastic. And there is, I guess, his doppelganger. And that is one hell of a creepy looking face, dude. Terrifying. He's like, destroy. And he's got Mr. Fantastic all wrapped up. Very, very cool cover. Very, very creepy. Doppelganger there. Good stuff, guys. Okay, this one, for some reason, is not in a bag or board. It really, really should be. Especially because it's an Infinity War crossover as well. But for some reason, it's not. I gotta get an extra one. I'm all out of them. Sorry, my glasses just bumped into the microphone. Fantastic Four, issue number 367 from 1992, August. And we see on the cover there's the thing. And there is, I guess, his doppelganger. And he's stealing his catchphrase, it's clobbering time. When he's hitting him with, like, his construction beam or whatever you call those things. Pretty cool. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. And it says, at the mercy of the Puppet Master. And I guess that's the Puppet Master, obviously. He kind of looks like the villain from Deadpool 3. I can't remember her name. I think she's supposed to be Xavier's like sister or something, bro. I don't know, bro. But pretty cool stuff there. Alright, switching gears a little bit. Look what I got. Oh, this is obviously a reprint, but it is the Fantastic Four issue number 1, baby. Like I said, a reprint. I believe this came out for the 30th anniversary of the Fantastic Four. And you can see originally it was 10 cents cover price. I'll have to go back to those prices. But anyway, the actual price was, that I bought it for, well, whatever, when it was new, was $2.95 US and $3.50 Canadian. Marvel Milestone Edition. And I'm thinking of reading this one when the movie comes out. It would be a good idea, I think, maybe. But yeah, look at that. That's such a classic cover. You have the Invisible Woman or Invisible Girl. She's like, I can't turn invisible fast enough. How can we stop the creature torch? But I'm like, how could you? She can't turn invisible fast enough, but she could say that whole sentence. I mean, doesn't she turn invisible pretty quick? I don't know, bro. And he says, just wait and see, sister, the Fantastic Four have only begun to fight. He does one of those. And then we see this creature here. Pretty cool. Looks like he wants to eat them. I don't know what his name is, if he even has a name, but the three of you can't do it alone. It's time for the thing to take a hand. Okay. So the thing, he's probably gonna grab this car and throw it at him or something like that, bro. I don't know. And then we have Mr. Fantastic. He's like, it'll take more than ropes to keep Mr. Fantastic out of action. Which is kind of weird, because it's like, who tied him up? Did this monster tie up Mr. Fantastic with a rope? That seems highly unusual. Doesn't seem like it would be his style of attack. And here that's featuring the Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, and Invisible Girl together for the first time in one mighty magazine. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like the silver border they added around the end, and it's so crazy to think. So this came out in 91, I believe, so that's 30-year anniversary. Now it's over 60 years. Man, time flies. Okay, this is Marvel's Greatest Comics starring Fantastic Four, issue number 80. And I looked it up. This is a reprint of Fantastic Four 99, issue number 99. So it's not a Fantastic Four title, it's a Marvel's Greatest Comics comic, which I guess they're all just reprints. But anyway, it's still only 35 cents, 1978. Okay. Like I said, issue number 80 from November of whatever year that was. Pretty action-packed cover. In this epic issue, the Torch battles the Inhumans. And once again, I wasn't sure of these characters. I know that's Medusa, right, from the other, the other issue. That's Black Bolt. Who else? Is that Karnak? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Gorgon and Triton. I'm kind of guessing just based on the list of characters that I see in here. And of course there's Human Torch. So a pretty cool cover there. I like that one. Sorry if my voice is, my whisper's a bit raspy. I'm still having some, like, sore throat. Not sore throat, but, whatever. Allergies, I guess. Okay, and similarly, we have Marvel's Greatest Comics issue number 94, starring the Fantastic Four. And it's from November of, I believe that's 1980, it says on the side. It's 50 cents now. And it says, who can stop the Overmind? I was going to say Mastermind. And, okay, so you see the Thing, and he's like, hey, you guys, look what's coming at us. So I guess these hands belong to the Mastermind. I don't know, bro. And you see the Human Torch, you see Mr. Fantastic grabbing onto this jet with his super stretchy. Oh, is he controlling the jet? Because that's a Fantastic Four jet. I don't know, bro. And Invisible Woman and a crowd of people. It looks like Human Torch is blasting them. Maybe they're like zombies or something. I don't know, bro. Oh, look at this. It says bonus, a classic adventure of the original Ant-Man. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, bro. And finally, is a what